Name is Leo Castaneda, and I've been a firefighter for 21 years. 8 of those years, it's been a volunteer firefighter in North Highland in the West Center area, and 11 of those are we a paid department. I was born and raised down in South America, Colombia. I immigrated to the United States when I was at the age 18. At the time, I didn't know how to read, write, or speak English, but I motivated myself enough to do something positive with my life. And I find out the being a firefighter will be the most rewarding career to do in America. So I start pursuing that career, and during the pursuing, I find out that it was a very hard and challenging career to get into it, especially from the Latino perspective. But I never give up. I persist. I work hard, and I accomplish my goals, and I'm now one of the happiest men on earth just because I accomplished my dream. Do we celebrate on October 4th? On October 4th, we celebrate the National Fallen Firefighters, and it is a way to recognize and pay respect for those who made the ultimate sacrifice, responding to a fire or dying from cancer. Cancer is one of the number one causes of killing firefighters nowadays, and also heart attacks. So National Fallen Firefighters, is a way of showing respect and love to the wives, son, daughters, fathers, and mothers of these great, brave men and women. They sacrifice their lives to protect life and property. So in our region, in our community, the way they are paying respects to national firefighters is T-Mobile Park in downtown Seattle turned the lights red, and red symbolized for the fire department red. And then last night in Seattle, all the fire stations pulled the fire apparatus in front of the station and turned the emergency lights for 15 minutes while the firefighters were standing in front, uh, whether praying or standing at attention, and just to kind of show respect and love to the loved ones of these firefighters. They lost their lives in the line of duty. Also, we ask the community to support us as a firefighters and support and pay respect to the families by turning a red light, or like I did, I changed my lights in the front of the house. Instead of the regular yellow, I replaced the lights with red. So I have the front of the house lights red for this weekend, and that's just to remind people to say a prayer for those who pay the ultimate sacrifice for the men and women they uh, they lose their lives in the line of duty. Thank you. COVID-19 is a real thing. It's happening around the world, and it's happening in our backyard. The way we deal with it, we've been dealing with this for more than 6 months. As a firefighter, responding to these emergency calls starting at the beginning of March, and seeing a big increase in numbers of COVID-19 positive and elderly patients, uh, suffering from multiple symptoms, and the emergency rooms at Harborview being overjammed with multiple patients. The good news that now the COVID-19 testing is available. We've been seeing a decrease of COVID patients because people are actually follow the CDC guidelines of covering it up, keeping social distance, staying at home if you don't really need to go out, keeping the social gatherings to a small amount of people, washing your hands. So we've been seeing a decrease on that, but it's still, this is a very unknown monster. They, I don't think many people will know the answer to it, and I think we our biggest fear is round two that is coming up with the cold season here in the Northwest. But I think we just got to follow the CDC guidelines. What do I think about the essential workers for this crisis? There's multiple essential workers. In the front lines, you have all the firefighters, police officers, and EMTs because they're the first contact and the backbone of the 911 system when somebody's ill, when somebody's not feeling good, and they want to go to the hospital. We are the front lines. We are the ones that we're gonna go respond. But along with those, there's other essential workers that without them, make life very hard for everybody. For example, the other essential workers are the grocery worker. They has to sacrifice to go and make sure we have food in the aisles, make sure we have food in the vegetable section, make sure that there's chicken available. The other essential workers that people don't see or that they don't realize is the farmer. The farmers are a very essential workers because without the groceries or the vegetables or the foods, you won't be able to cook the meals that you want to cook. And also, it drags the prices, it raises the prices of the food to a very highest level that some people can afford it, and there's people losing jobs left and right because due to COVID-19. So this is a very tragedy event that is happening around the world. It's not only here in Seattle in our area, but it's around the world. And I think we just need to take the precautions and the advice given to us by CDC and just take control measures and pray for a better, results. To be honest with you, we don't know when this is going to end and how this is going to end, but we just got to follow the scientifics and the doctors and all these people that knows what's the best way to prevent the spread of the COVID-19. Kindness to me is an example of one of the reasons why I choose to join the fire service. Uh, because when people call 911, there's an operator on the other side. The operator will take the phone call from the people who in distress or in need for help. And the firefighters at the fire station, they're ready to provide 100% service to that 911 call. And the 911 service doesn't discriminate whether you are blue, yellow, red, rich, or have one leg, two legs. It doesn't matter. When the bell hits, firefighters, men and women, are ready to respond and give 100% on themselves. They're willing to sacrifice their own life for somebody totally stranger and give the opportunity to that stranger to live another day. So that's for me. That's the simple way of showing kindness. And then we give 100% of ourselves, and we treat people with respect, dignity, compassion. So that's what kindness to me is. You gotta love everyone. Doesn't matter who they are, what they carrying, how they're wearing, what they're wearing, what color, what background. Just see people as people. Thank you.